Have you ever felt like you've given everything you have only to be hit by another crisis? It's a feeling of complete emptiness, a moment where hope seems a million miles away. Today, we're diving into a powerful story about a woman who faced just that, and the incredible events that followed. It all starts during a severe drought. The land was parched and food was scarce. The prophet Elijah was guided by God to a small town called Zarephath. There, he met a widow gathering sticks. He asked her for a little water and a piece of bread. Her reply was heartbreaking. She said she had only a handful of flour and a little oil left, just enough to make one last meal for herself and her son before they would lie down and wait for the end. She was at her absolute limit. But Elijah gave her an astonishing promise from God. The jar of flour will not be used up, and the jug of oil will not run dry until the day the Lord sends rain on the land. Imagine the faith it took for her to act on that promise. She chose to trust, to give from the little she had. And, just as promised, the miracle began. Day after day, she would go to her jar and jug, and there was always enough. A divine supply that defied logic, sustaining her, her son, and Elijah through the famine. It was a daily reminder that even in our deepest lack, provision can appear in the most unexpected ways. Just when it seemed the worst was over, tragedy struck. The widow's son fell gravely ill and passed away. Can you imagine her despair? After experiencing such a miracle, she was now faced with the ultimate loss. In her grief, she cried out to Elijah, feeling as if his presence had brought this judgment upon her. Her pain was raw and real. Elijah took the boy to his room, laid him on his own bed, and cried out to God. He prayed with an intensity born of desperation and faith, stretching himself out on the boy 3 times. And then, the second, even greater miracle happened. God heard Elijah's prayer. Breath returned to the boy's body, and he was alive again. Elijah brought him downstairs and presented him to his mother. "Look," he said, "your son is alive." In that moment, the woman's faith was solidified. She looked at Elijah and declared, "Now I know that you are a man of God and that the word of the Lord from your mouth is the truth." This story isn't just about miracles. It's about the journey from desperation to deliverance, from doubt to unwavering faith. It teaches us that even when we hit rock bottom and then somehow fall even further, there is a power that can restore, renew, and bring life from the most impossible situations. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires. See you next time.